go. You got to go.
It is Morning Madness at Bellarmine University. Paul Major, Louisville Catholic Sports with head coach Scott Davenport. Scott, you don't have that number 3 you've had for the last 4 years, but this number 3 you got now, Vance Hall, looks a little bit like him.
Well, he's a proven player. He started 18 games in the Division I level at Wright State last year. He's a former Kentucky All-Star at Franklin County High School. You know, it doesn't make any difference what level you talk about. Vance Hall is a very, very quality basketball player. He's a super young man. And I'll tell you, when you talk to his high school opponents, their coaches, when you talk to his college assistants, when you talk to colleges who played against him, it's amazing. 8 out of 10 of them, the first word they use is tough. He's a tough, tough young man.
And this is a tough practice. You've been out since even before the 5:30 announced start time, about an hour early. The guys
and we start a little early. We don't go on normal time. We run about 15 minutes earlier than anybody.
That's normal time for you, but these guys are going at it a full throttle. You got to be pleased so far.
Oh, we are. We ended our 2-hour period where we could do yesterday with a practice, and we started this morning. It's our fall break. So at 5:30 in the morning, you know, there's 3,000 some odd Bellarmine students. They're not exactly up at 5:30 in the morning on fall break going at it. We'll go again today at 1 o'clock, have film tonight, and then we'll go tomorrow with an activity and practice. So this is a good time for us. And their effort, I told them yesterday, you know, it may not have been the most beautiful practice, but I tell you what, when you go this hard, you'll get better possession by possession, day by day.
And then on Friday, at the end of this week, it sounds like you have something special going on.
We're going to bring back, we want to invite back all the former players who have played here under Coach Ribel, under Coach Valvano, Coach Just. We're inviting back the coaches. And what we'll do is we'll have individual instruction Friday morning. A team walkthrough at 2 o'clock, so we understand what that means, do that. And then we'll have practice that evening and bring some officials in, have a little bit of a scrimmage, too, for the former players.
Any word for our fans watching on Louisville Catholic?
No, just the biggest thank you in the world. The new floor, the new lower chairback seating is all because of the tremendous support we've received. And let's make this the best year yet.
Fantastic. Thanks, Coach. Keep it working this morning. We'll be back with more players, coaches, and all kinds of information on Bellarmine basketball in just a little bit. We're here with now senior guard Chris Dow. Chris, new look for you a little bit. New look for this team without your old running mates. How's everything been going so far? We know it's just a first practice, but so much time put into preseason work. How's the feel for this team so far?
Oh, you know, it's real good. The team everyone's getting to know each other, and I think once we get everyone, like all the new guys and everything, get Coach D's system down, we'll be really good because these kids can play.
You've had the good fortune to play with Braden and Jeremy, guys who have been through, and Luke Sprague, who have been through some real battles and help bring you along. What's the difference in your role with this team this year?
This year, I think I got to be more of a senior leader. You know, lead by example and show the new guys what they're supposed to be when they don't know, or show, you know, tell them you know how Coach D is and give them wisdom. You know,
don't make the coach mad, right?
Right, pretty much, yeah.
A lot of new faces. Talk about one of your backcourt mates, Wright State transfer Vance Hall. He might wear number 3, and he might resemble Braden a little bit. How's his game coming along and working in with you and Kingston on the perimeter?
Oh yeah, he's gonna fit in perfect. He's gonna surprise a lot of people. I think Vance can be all conference easily. He's a really great player. I love playing with him.
And these early morning practices, you have a day off. None of your friends, I'm sure, that don't play basketball are up this early. Talk about this whole first week and how it's just giving the energy, putting it out, and sending it forth for your exhibition season coming up in early November.
You know, this week, first week of practice, always sets the tempo of how the season's going to go, and coach is really impressed, and everyone seems like they're having fun. I think we're working hard. I think it's going to be a great season.
Folks, that's Chris Dow, Bellarmine basketball. We'll be back with more player interviews in a little bit. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
And welcome back. It's Bellarmine Knights basketball at 5:30 in the morning. Well, it's now well after 6, but these guys have been going at it for more than an hour now. And we've got Jalani Johnson, a senior on this team, a guy who came into the program last year. Jalani, not practicing right now, a little bit of a hip pointer. Talk about what you'll see your role with this team will be this year.
Mainly my role is just basically to step up as a senior, help out all the young guys, just fill in the role. Basically where I was last year, just like with Braden, Luke, and Jeremy and A-Rob, they all looked out for me and just helped me evolve into this program. So I'm just hoping to help everybody else out and step up.
You were one of the new faces last year. You got several new faces this year, young guys, older guys, transfers. You talk about how you're helping them develop and get into this process. I know it's not easy to follow, and practice can be chaotic, and you guys have had several informal ones throughout the summer. Talk about what it's like now that the heat's turned up with the first real practice today.
I understand what it's like to come in as a transfer, coming in with a new background, and then you come in and then transform into another one. So, I understand, and I think they also understand that I came and I was in their shoes once. So they listen to me, and I try to give them the best advice I can. And then also the new guys, we have such a good team. Everybody has such a great bond right now that it just helps everybody out.
New floor, new seats, new faces, new hairstyle. What's going on with the big hair this year?
With the hair, it's just an old school feel right now. So I'll just see how long it can get, and then it'll eventually get cut back off. So
hey, real quick, and your return, from this little hip injury you have right now, you just expect to return in a few days?
Yeah, I'll be back by Tuesday, so I'll be all right.
Hey, have a great one. Thanks
for
joining us, Jalani. Good luck this year.
Thank you.
That's Jalani Johnson, Bellarmine Knights basketball. We'll be back with more player interviews in a little bit. Thanks, man.
No problem.
All right. Welcome back. Paul Major here with Louisville Catholic Sports Network. We have a newcomer, a new face. He might be wearing number 3. He might even resemble Braden Hobbs a little bit, but this is Vance Hall, Franklin County's own Vance Hall, transfer from Wright State. Vance, your first your introduction to morning madness practice. How's it going this morning at getting up on the court and playing at 4:30?
I love it. It's a good practice this morning so far. We're working hard, and I love it.
New to the program, I mentioned Braden Hobbs. You're wearing his number. Was that a conscious thing, or is that just a number 3 thing for you?
It's just a number 3 thing. I didn't pick it because of Braden. I just picked it.
Well, you got some big shoes to fill. Player of the Year last year, Braden Hobbs. Player of the Year prior to that, Jeremy Kendall. The two guards that made, along with Chris Dowell, that made this offense go. How do you see your role fitting in with these guys and working with guys like Kingston Jones and Chris Dowell on the perimeter with this offense?
I'm looking to come in and play a big role, but I'm just going to come in and do what I can and try to contribute to this team in any way I can.
And what would be your role? What can people expect to see from you? I already see a killer shot, but also just ball movement, defense. What can they see from your game? What can they expect from Vance Hall?
Hopefully I can come in here and bring a little toughness to this team and come in as a point guard and just lead this team through defense and offense and get them through everything.
And finally, you guys, you have your preseason practices, or you had your off-season practices. What are you looking forward to wearing the Bellarmine Knights uniform in this historic hall, the new floor, the new seats? Got fans all around early in the morning, and you're a local guy. You're looking forward to big fan support as well?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this fan support. They say it gets pretty packed in here, and I'm looking to come in and play.
Excellent. Thank you, Vance. Really appreciate your time. Good luck to you. That was Vance Hall. We'll have more player interviews right here on Louisville Catholic Sports Network. We'll be back on Morning Madness. And welcome back. Bellarmine Knights Morning Madness, Louisville Catholic Sports Network. I'm Paul Najar here with Kingston Jones, junior guard. Keyston, last we saw you wasn't the best way to see you go off on the court, which a knee injury. How's that feeling? How's the rehab going? And how are you ready to take this season at the beginning right now with this Morning Madness?
All summer I spent in the weight room rehabbing, trying to do everything I could do to get better while I was hurt. It was just one of those tough situations where you wanted to be out there so bad, but you couldn't. And so I just been spending the whole summer doing that. Getting back on the court a couple weeks ago, I've been feeling kind of good. It still bothers me at times, but every college basketball player has pain. You got to go through it. It's just one of those things I have to push through. Especially this year, as a junior, I have to help my team as best as I can, and if it means playing through pain, I got to do it.
Last year it was 4 guards and Luke Sprague, and you were oftentimes saddled with a big man responsibility, even though you're only 6'2", 6'2.5". This year you've got a bunch of new faces, and how's it feel to get back in the mix with your buddy, your sidekick Chris Dow, and with a new guy like Vance Hall?
Oh yeah, especially Vance. I played with Vance back on the Kentucky Indiana All-Star team and the Ohio All-Star team, and yeah, that's my boy. When he showed up, won the open gym over the summer, he's like, "What's up?" I was like, "Oh, I didn't know you was here." You know, it kind of surprised me. And you know, I'm just glad to have him here. Playing with Chris for my 3rd year, the connection between me and him is just still growing. A lot of the new guys here, I'm happy to see them. They're playing well. I can't wait to get out there with them and play some more. And the big man, like you said, we have 4 or 5 big men that we can rotate in this year, and I think it's going to be so much more better for us. You know, especially when it comes to, like you said, me guarding a big man, a 6'8" guy, which is, I mean, I can do it, but you know, I'd rather leave it up to the big guys sometimes. But whatever I can do to help, you know, and I know the guys are the same way. It's going to be a good year.
And that's 1/2 of the Dow Jones Industrial Average. That's Kingston Jones, junior Bellarmine guard. We'll be back with more interviews, Louisville Catholic Sports Network, at Morning Madness, Bellarmine Knights Hall. Thanks.
Appreciate it.
All right, Keith. Thank you. And we're at Bellarmine Knights Hall, Morning Madness. Not Scotty, not one of the players, but the Lady Knights' new basketball coach, Chancellor Dugan. Chancellor, welcome.
Thank you.
Tell me what you think about this. I mean, these guys have been out here since 4:30, 5 o'clock practice.
It's great. You know, that's what time we get out here every day. So, you know, it's going to be great. We got fall break right now, and we'll be able to get in a lot of work. And it's just good to see the guys work out, and they work hard, and it's great to be here today.
Hey, and you got your girls ready to go next. They're starting at 7, whenever 7:30. They'll be working at a first full practice. Talk about what your preseason has been like, your off-season training, and now getting ready for your preseason that first month before you start your exhibition games.
You know, we've really been working hard on the weights and conditioning, and you know, the girls have really bought into being physically fit and making sure that they take care of their body and you know, just getting stronger every day. And you know, I like how we're working in individuals. I like how we're coming out here and we get to, you know, have a couple hours as a team together. And so today is going to be, you know, just a continuation of that. You know, just really working on fundamentals, working on pushing tempo, and working on defense. That's the main thing.
This practice that we're watching right now, the men's practice, Coach Davenport has a very high tempo rate at practice. Is that something we could expect to see from you and the ladies as well, as far as getting that practice tempo and getting used to it for a game too?
Oh, definitely. You know, we practice, you know, a lot harder than what, you know, games are, and we make sure we push pace, and you know, we don't have a lot of breaks. You know, when they do get water, they're got to sprint over there and get it and get back, and you know, it's something that. You know, that I always think, you know, you only have a short amount of time to practice, so you've got to really get it in and be focused on what you're doing. It's just like the game. You don't have a lot of time. You can't call a lot of timeouts. So we've really been, you know, making sure that they are on task and moving through drill to drill.
Hey, and last year, it's sort of young team. Only one senior graduated. Talk about the leadership, what's going on, and how this team is, you're reacting to the team, how they're getting used to you as well.
Well, you know, they definitely, you know, are getting used to me, you know, and just coming together. We've got a lot of good seniors on the team. They're making sure that everybody is doing what they need to be doing, and everybody's kind of taking responsibility for themselves. You know, making sure they get extra shots, are on time, and ready to go. They're mentally and physically ready to go every day.
Fantastic. We're going to be with you all season long in Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Yeah.
We're going to be covering the Lady Knights. This is Chancellor Dugan, folks. Get used to this face. She'll be around for a while. Good luck, Coach, this season. Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate it.
Thanks
a lot.
And we'll have Jake Thielen up next. Jake, come on. Good to see you, Jake. A newcomer to the program, Jake Thielen, transferred in from Spring Hill College in Alabama, right?
Yes, sir.
And Jake, your sophomore year, we know that you know what you bring to this team as Player of the Year in that conference as a freshman, double digits in rebounding, double digits in scoring. How are you feeling about just adjusting with this group, with these new guys at Bellarmine this year?
I'm excited, but I know that we have better players than my team last year. Obviously, we have Chris, who's returning as a potential All-American this year, along with Vance, who's another great transfer, and Alex. So, I'm excited, what this year could bring, and we just going to work hard.
Is this something that you think that with so many new faces getting involved and getting in the mix, so many new bigs and Vance at the point or on the perimeter, so you think it'll take some time, or is Coach saying, hey, we don't have that time to take to get used to each other. We got to be ready November 1st, November 2nd, right away, especially in those exhibition games? Well,
we've been coming here since the summer playing with each other, so we kind of know what our role is and what other people can do. So, we've been going on 2 months now, so we kind of know what we're going to do. And so, it's kind of getting easier to mess with each other.
And you're sort of a local guy. Your family's in Northern Kentucky, just a couple hours up the road. You got a sister who's been a superstar as a junior volleyball player at Notre Dame Academy. So you've seen the local Louisville volleyball scene. I've seen you at some games. Talk about what will your family come down? Would that be a good deal for you to get them family to get to see you playing?
Yeah, I'm excited for them to. That was one of the main reasons why I started to tried to come here, because I wanted to have a chance to see my family play, because last year they saw me play 2 times, so it's kind of hard, and I want to enjoy that, have them enjoy seeing me play.
And what are you going to bring to this team? What's your game going to be? I know you got a big body, you can score. It was evident you could score in Division III level and rebound. What are you going to bring to this group of players this year?
I'm just going to try to rebound as much as I possibly can and get putbacks, because that was one thing the coach has been emphasizing, rebounding. So I'm just going to try to rebound my hardest and someone bring to the team.
A morning madness. You ever have an experience like this? 5:30. You're up at 4:30 on the court at 4:30 in the morning, practicing full throttle. Any ever had an experience like this?
No, nothing like this. We had conditioning last year early in the morning, but nothing full go practice.
Well, good luck to you this year, Jake. Thanks for joining us. That's Jake Thielen, folks. Newcomer, sophomore transfer in from Spring Hill College for the Bellarmine Knights basketball team. I'm Paul Najar, Louisville Catholic Sports Network. You're watching the Bellarmine Knights Morning Madness practice right here at Knights Hall.